Hello everyone, I welcome you again in the Small Steps Explainer series. In this series, we are going to talk about 6th schedule of Indian Constitution. The 6th schedule of Indian Constitution is a very important constitutional steps in safeguarding the rights of tribal communities. If we talk about the significance of the 6th schedule of Constitution, it protects tribal population and provides autonomy to the communities through creation of autonomous development councils. These autonomous development councils, they can frame laws on land, public health, agriculture and other subjects. So in a way, this 6th schedule of the Constitution empowers the tribal communities to govern themselves. At present, we have such 10 autonomous councils which exist in Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. There is a 5th schedule of Constitution also. The 5th schedule of Constitution talks about those scheduled areas and scheduled tribes. It talks about the administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes in the rest of India. But for the 4 states of Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura, we have the 6th schedule. So let us see how it works. Originally, this 6th schedule was intended for those areas which are dominated by tribal population. More than 90% of the population belong to tribal people, mostly in Assam. And these areas were also classified as excluded area under the Government of India Act 1935 before our independence. And it was also under the direct control of the governor at that time. Now this provision, 6th schedule, was added for administration of tribal areas in only 4 states as we have discussed: Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. What was the objective? The objective was to safeguard the rights of tribal population in these states. Then we have to see how it works, how it actually works. Here, the governor of these states, the 4 states we have discussed, they can organize or reorganize these autonomous districts. These autonomous districts can be organized or reorganized by the governor of those states. And each of these autonomous districts has a district council. It consists of 30 members. Out of those, 4 members are nominated by the governor, whereas 26, they are elected for a tenure of 5 years on the basis of adult franchise. These 4 members, they serve at the pleasure of the governor, whereas these 26, they have a provided tenure of 5 years. They have been provided a tenure of 5 years. These district and regional councils administers the areas under their jurisdiction. And what they actually do? They can make laws on certain specified matters like land, forest, canal water, shifting cultivation, village administration, inheritance of property, marriage and divorce, social customs. Means those matters which are essential for the tribal community to safeguard their own culture, tradition. In those matters, the decision can be made by these autonomous councils. At the same time, one thing is very important to know. All these laws, they require the assent of the governor. They can become law only when they have the assent of the governor. So any absurdity can be removed by a check and balance, that is through this governor post. Assent of governor is must. Now these district and regional councils, they can also constitute village councils or courts for trial of suits and cases between the tribes. So they also have this option that they can create the village councils or courts which can trial the various cases which are there between different tribes. Okay. So in this manner, what we have seen, what is the main function of the autonomous district council, how they are constituted and what is their intent. We will discuss more of these things in upcoming videos. Thank you everyone.